Welcome to Crypto Bites, the podcast where we find today's news and information in the crypto space and break it down into bite-sized chunks. I'm your host, Rick.
And this is Rob. Thank you for tuning in once again. We are live streaming on YouTube and Twitter.
That's right.
So if you're watching us on Twitter, hit the like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. That subscribe button goes a long way, further than you think.
It does.
Also, if you're watching us on Twitter, retweet this out and, put a favorite hashtag or at somebody. Let's get this spread
Specifically, maybe at Our Heroes Crypto, or maybe hit up the producer at NFTs with Keith.
Right. And we are a Cardano stake pool operator. So if you have some ADA, definitely you want to take it off the exchange after listening to this crypto bite we have for you.
Exactly.
Put it into a Cardano wallet and delegate to AGC. Also, if you're interested in $10 of free Bitcoin, you can go to the link below, sign up, start stacking, and get $10 of free Bitcoin. And that's swanbitcoin.com/AGC. All right. So let's get into the show here. I'm sure last month you're familiar with BitBoy ranting.
Of course. You know how much I love BitBoy.
He's your favorite crypto influencer. Yeah. So this rant, it was around, I think it was October 20th or something. Mm-hmm. We'll play some of it here and then we'll discuss it.
I don't represent the people. The fuck I don't. I'm the one who does. It's me. I'm the one out here putting the work in behind the scenes, trying to save crypto, while these devils, Sam Bankman-Fried, Brian Armstrong, they're trying to permanently ruin it. This is not about money for me. I hope you guys understand this. I am here fighting for you. This guy with these freaking glasses on, this douchebag, is out here trying to tell you that only the suits know what to do. Only the suits.
So sorry for your eardrums. But that was
BitBoy's
rant.
I wish you could have warned me on that one, because you know how much I tune into BitBoy. For the uninitiated. Ow.
Well, you've been warned. So essentially, he was on a rant because he was accusing Sam Bankman-Fried of going behind people's backs, lobbying, namely in New York, and he was trying to get Senator Schumer on board to pass what people are saying is a New York-style Bitcoin license for crypto and crypto exchanges, which would basically kneecap the crypto industry in the United States.
Yeah.
So when people saw when people saw BitBoy on this rant, I think the rant took away the meaning of what he was actually trying to do.
BitBoy doing what BitBoy does, ranting on screen, just getting everyone fired up. Right. Enough times, eventually it's not even a kid.
BitBoy, he has been lobbying Congress for quite some time now, and he's trying to pass meaningful legislation that will make crypto a lot more free than what the Sam Bankman-Fried legislation that's been being passed around in the halls of Congress that's trying to do. But look, there is a second source to what Sam Bankman-Fried is doing, and this comes from CZ himself. So over the weekend, he had a series of tweets, and there was some back and forth between CZ and Sam Bankman-Fried. Essentially, in this tweet, he corroborates what BitBoy has been saying. So, we're going to get into what happened with FTT, but essentially, he's saying here in the tweet that we're not against anybody, but we won't support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs onwards. And this was when he was basically confirming that that Binance is going to they're going to sell off their FTT position. They no longer need it. In this tweet too, he's saying that he remembers Luna. Binance was a big
Luna Classic.
Right. Binance was a big supporter for Luna, and I pretty much they held that to like zero. And they're not going to do the same thing with FTT. Okay, so what happened with FTT over the weekend? Right, there were some tweets that came out that said that Alameda Research could be insolvent. So there was a leaked release of their balance sheet saying that Alameda Research holds more FTT on their balance sheet than what's in circulation, and if they were ever to sell that off, it would crash it to zero. I think Alameda Research is also the entity that bailed out Celsius when they went bankrupt themselves. So they hold a lot of chips. They also hold Solana, Oxy, and some other Alameda Research coins that came out of their incubation, I guess. But I mean, we'll go into this next chart. Essentially, Caroline from Alameda Research, she said that what's circulating around isn't the truth, and they have better assets. A CZ counter is a little bit later. Okay, and then FTT kind of goes up a little bit. And then CZ comes in saying that we're going to sell our position, and this is how much we have. And you can see it kind of crater right there. Caroline, she comes back and says in public that, hey, if you want to sell it to us. We'll buy it from you at $22. And if you take a look at the chart of FTT right now, you see it right there bouncing above the $22 range. A lot of people speculate $22 is kind of the break even for Alameda Research. If it goes down below that point, their loans that they took out on that token, they could be basically in a margin call, and it could bankrupt them.
We gonna GME this? Is that what's going on?
You don't want to do that. You don't want to hold it down to the ground. I don't think there's going to be a FTT classic that comes out of this. So essentially, a new scheme was brought into the crypto consciousness called the flywheel scheme. Essentially, and we've all seen this happening. I don't think there was a word for it yet. The flywheel scheme, where these companies, they have a token, right? They kind of sell a little bit off to the public. It raises the price, but they hold the majority on their books, right? Then they take a look at investors. Hey, look, our crypto's worth this much. So they take a loan on that.
Loan out against it.
They take a loan out. Yeah. Then they buy back their token and it raises their price. They're like, hey, look, our price rose up again. Let's take out another loan. Rinse and repeat, essentially pumping up their coins, taking out a loan, pumping it up again, taking out more loans until you're in this precarious situation where you can't sell your token because you hold the majority of it, and there is no trading volume on your token because your token is useless.
Rug.
Right. So I think they also have a lot of they do a stablecoin themselves. So I think they borrow a stablecoin from themselves to basically buy coins in the market like Bitcoin and other assets that might be worth something, right? Obviously, Bitcoin is worth something, but I'm talking about these other altcoins, right? Altcoins might be worth something, they might not be worth something, but if they're pumping out that token and they're taking out loans on it, you better hope that the creditor believes it's worth something, but it probably isn't, right? It's probably all a confidence game, and this tower of cards or whatever you want to call it could be tumbling down, which could be the Lehman event that people thought that Celsius was. Celsius would probably look like nothing. It looks like a kid's drawing. But if Alameda Research goes under with FTX, I mean, we could be seeing new lows in the crypto market, right? The Lehman Brother effect.
Like that.
Yeah, the Lehman Brother effect that everyone has been kind of talking about.
So what I'm hearing is we bring the dump truck in, right? You put back the dump truck up,
right? So this didn't come out of nowhere, right? We saw CZ's tweet over the weekend, but this actually got started from a CoinDesk article at the beginning of November, and this is where that leak came from. Right. So
that's right.
In this CoinDesk article, they basically, isomized it, right? FTX and Alameda Research are essentially one entity, right? Alameda Research is buying up all the FTT token. They're holding it on their books. It's they have more than what's out in circulation. They also have Sol and a whole bunch of other cryptos that, I mean, if there's no trading volume, like, what's the real worth of it? If you're defending a $22 level and you're the only one buying, right? Well, it's not worth $22. It's not, but you've taken out loans at like $22 or maybe a little bit lower because you want to give yourself some breathing room, right? Yeah, it is insane, and this is probably one of the reasons why SBF wants legislation because they want the volume to come into FTX, and maybe there's a handful of exchanges in the U.S. There's a lot more out around the world that you don't need a KYC for it. But yeah,
Right.
they basically want that volume to come into FTX. They want people to buy FTT because FTT gives you basically a discount on your trading fees on the platform. And if people, if there's no volume for it, they're holding a hot potato on their books that could blow up in their face.
How fun. You'll hear it when they do blow up here first, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we'll jump on live when that happens. So yeah, I mean,
you'll see us with popcorn. You guys are never gonna believe this.
That was the big event that happened over the weekend. The kind of the back and forth between CZ and SBF. Sam Bankman-Fried. The allegation that Alameda Research is holding what seems to be worthless tokens on their books that they've taken out hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars of loans on, and they bailed out Celsius that went bankrupt for the same scheme with those loans. So yeah, who knows how low we can go if this ever blows up. But hopefully you'll be there stacking with Sawn Bitcoin through our link, because it's the best platform to stack Bitcoin. Okay,
it definitely is.
So a second story that broke today, and I think this is a pretty big event that happened here. So essentially, the SEC sued Library. The judgment just came out today from the judge. The judge said that Library does not have a defense. Essentially, Library was claiming that they did not have fair notice to be deemed a security. And what a lot of these crypto companies have been doing, they've been trying to go to the SEC to get clarity, because right now there is no clarity. There really isn't any laws regarding crypto. So they go to the SEC, they ask, hey, can we get some clarity on this token? Is what we're doing a security? How do we not become a security? And all of what the SEC has been doing is saying, well, don't come to us. Or, we know they've been keeping their mouth shut on this, all because there is no guidance from the SEC. There is no laws on the books. So that was a defense that Library used. Like, hey, we did not get fair notice, right? This is not a due process on us, right? The judge just said, no, you can't use that defense. You are in a security, because they sold the token to raise funds, and the judge, alongside with their, not being, they didn't have a defense. He also said that just the process of selling a token gives people, I forget what it's called, but you basically expect a return on it. Basically fulfilling the Howey test, right? The Howey test says if you sell something or you do some work and other people's benefit from it, you're a security. And that's what they said. They said just the sole act of you selling a token makes you a security, because other people will benefit off of your work. So the SEC has been trying to go after Ripple, trying to use the same I guess prosecution, the same style.
And now they have
argument.
Something to reference when they take a look at this case here.
Right. So the SEC has been trying to go for low-hanging fruit to try to get precedence on the book to say, hey, look, we've already been prosecuting people under the same argument. Ripple, you're no different. Right. So this small case has big
huge ripples.
Huge ripples within the crypto, the crypto industry. Yeah, it could. Well, the judge said that. Well, okay, Ethereum's a security. Basically, anything that's not Bitcoin is security, because Bitcoin is in its own special category. Because it was the first in
the pure crypto. It is the pure crypto. It does nothing more than be crypto.
It's the first digital commodity, right? So, I mean, we're in the Cardano community, right? So Cardano's could also be put into this category with ETH and Library and Ripple as being securities if they go forward prosecuting all of these chains and all these coins.
I mean, maybe. But here's the biggest difference. Actually, no, you're right. No, there is no difference.
But look, this goes back into what
Well, I mean, what's the worst that can happen if it's classified as security? At this point, I see it as almost getting closer to legitimization, like real legitimization.
You might think that way, but then these founders have sold unregistered securities. They got to get, they're going to pay fines, but I think most importantly is there might force KYC in all these platforms.
Oh, 100%. There's going to have to be KYC. The notion of thinking that crypto is going to be anonymous, if you want it to be truly used as a currency and moved around, that KYC has to exist. Like, otherwise, what are we talking about here? Drug funneling, trafficking. Like, it's all.
A couple months ago, Charles Hoskinson and a few others in the crypto space testified in front of Congress saying, hey, there is no possible way you can KYC everything, take a look at everything, and classify it as a security, because anyone can just copy paste and start a new blockchain or create a new coin. There's no way you can do it. The better option is to just regulate the on and off ramps, right? So if the SEC plays their hand too heavy, they would be literally crippling the crypto industry in the United States and possibly some other Western countries, and that's all going to go probably to Asia or over to the Middle East.
Yeah. Let's be honest here. If we kill it in the United States, you're not killing crypto. You're just moving the operations to a different location, because it's already been proven that it's not. This isn't an American concept. This is global at this point, which is why I laugh. If you're rich in Bitcoin, you're globally rich. You're not just rich in any one country. You can decide to pack up and go live in Paraguay for all you care.
Hey, but that could all be part of the plan for all I know. But this all dovetails back into what BitBoy has been trying to do with his legislation, trying to get good laws on the books, and why he was so upset over Sam Bankman-Fried trying to pass Bitcoin.
I'm going to say it publicly.
License laws.
I'm sorry, BitBoy. I know. I may have talked some trash on stream, but turns out you are the hero that we need, and looks like Our Heroes Crypto supports you, man.
Right. So
I just said that.
It's time for the crypto community to get behind some of these figureheads that are actually pushing. Yeah. And it just, they might have done stuff in the past, but there's redemption. Okay, there's redemption in people.
I believe in grace. That's right.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. BitBoy has apologized, right? I believe he's sincere in that, and he has the best interests, and not only for his business, but also for the crypto industry in whole.
Wow. Okay. I'd be down to interview BitBoy. Like, if he ever so deemed that he wanted to come on the stream, BitBoy, I'm inviting you. Love to pick your brain.
You have an open invite, BitBoy.
Open invite, BitBoy.
But let's wrap it up here. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
We are Our Heroes Crypto. We are a Cardano stake pool operator. Oh! If I didn't imply it when I was talking about FTX might be insolvent, take your coins off of the exchanges. You don't want to repeat, right? You don't want a repeat of Celsius, where those people kept it on, and then Celsius sent out emails encouraging people to deposit more money, right? Take custody of your crypto. Open up an Eternal or a Flint wallet if you have ADA, and delegate it to AGC. We recently just lowered our variable fee to 0%. So now we are a 0% pool. Zero. So all you whales waiting on the sideline, come in. Be the big fish in the small pool, right?
We will give you all our base are belong to you, big whales.
We're willing to talk too. DMs are open. But before we go into that, if you're interested in $10 of free Bitcoin, go to the link below, swanbitcoin.com/AGC. Sign up, start stacking to get $10 of free Bitcoin. It is probably the best platform to dollar cost average into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, speaking about DMs are open, you can follow me at Our Heroes Crypto. I've been in some of these Twitter spaces and talking about certain topics in the crypto industry, and mainly stuff revolving around Cardano. But again, my DMs are open, so if you're a big whale, you want to talk, we're here to listen. Also, you can follow our producer, who is pushing the buttons and making the magic happen, at NFTs with Keys. And did I miss anything? I don't think so.
I mean, there's always check your boy out, onlyfans.com/Rick Rickelson, where you can get that extra extra premium help with any stake pool that you may need, and potentially the side picks of servers. Let's be real here. I don't got the kind of body that'll make that kind of money, but I'll make you stake pool purr like a kitten. That's for certain. Hit me up, onlyfans.com/Rick Mickelson.
If for professional network engineer assistance, he's always there to answer some questions. If you want to throw him a tip or two to get your request to the top, feel free to do so. And with that, that's your Crypto Bite.